Debbie Goff. I'm a guitarist. I play in a few bands in Birmingham and staying with Mark Morton from Lamb of God. Has you kind of changed the way you approach writing songs now because you've got a slightly different lineup, or is it just the same as it's always been?
It's really the same it's been. We have a new drummer, Art Cruz. He's new in the sense that this is the first album we've recorded with him. He's been playing. We've been playing with him live for about 2 years now. But for us, it's always started with the riff. It always starts with the riff that either Willie and I bring in, or that we kind of shove a couple riffs together and start messing around with it, and then we start jamming that out as the four of us that play instruments, you know, the band, and then Randy's kind of last to the party. You know, once we get the music in place, then Randy and I'll start looking at lyrics and working out the vocal. Do you guys do the same kind of thing? You start with a guitar riff, yeah?
Yeah. And then everything else kind of after.
I feel like metal, that's, you know, it's so riff-based, so guitar-driven that's kind of
I can't really write any other way, really. I find it quite hard to write to a beat or to lyrics or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Do you write lyrics as well, or just guitar parts?
Just guitar parts, really.
Yeah.
I always feel like when you look at lyrics written down, they always seem really cheesy, maybe, until they're like with a song. So unless there's a song there, I won't ever come in with lyrics because I just feel like I'm going to be really cheesy.
It's kind of vulnerable, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Makes you vulnerable.
Yeah. A lot of that comes. It never stops being like kind of a vulnerable thing to like bring lyrics in. But as you sort of work with people more and more, the people in your band or someone that might be producing you or something like that, you start to develop a sort of trust where you start kind of trusting that no one's gonna. Just because they don't like your idea, because sometimes your ideas will get shot down, doesn't mean they're gonna like pick on you for it or, you know, make fun of you for it. If they do, then they probably shouldn't be in your band, because there's never really a bad idea. There's just, you know, there might be bad ideas, but a bad idea can lead to a good idea, you know, and that happens all the time. So, but I know what you mean. It's kind of a it can be kind of intimidating or a bit of like a revealing moment to bring lyrics in, even to bring music in, honestly. Sometimes there have been times along the way when I've brought a piece of music in. On one of our early albums, As the Palaces Burn, there's a song called Vigil, and that at the time for us was something really kind of out of the box, and I brought that in, and I got a lot of sort of, you know, sideways dog heads when I played it, like, what is that, you know, and Descending kind of famously the band didn't like when I brought it in, and it wound up becoming a pretty big song for us. We still play it live. So sometimes you gotta stick your neck out a little bit, and it's worth it. But yeah, it can be a little intimidating, especially lyrics, for sure, because you feel like you're giving someone a look into your emotions or your soul or whatever. So.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.